All right, hello and welcome back as always. So today, we're not talking about any version of Stake Defense, actually. And I know you might probably be saying, but I was expecting an update video. But, joke's on you, because I quite literally said last video, there will not be an update next week. So, no complaining, okay? No complaining. I let you know. But, we are going to be ranking all of the current weapons as of version 2.4.5 in Stake Defense rounds. So, here is the criteria. We are ranking all of these weapons based exclusively off of how they are without abilities or anything like that. So, no increased fire rate ability, no damage boost, just them at their base and how far they go, how good they are in the higher rounds, so on and so forth. So, let's get right into it. Sorry about the long intro. I've never done a video like this before, so fuck you. Also, we're going to start off with F tier here. We're going to go with the pistol, obviously. It's simple why it's an F tier. You literally start with it for a reason. It has little amounts of ammo and very low damage. It has a long fire rate of 1.5 seconds per shot, a incredibly ridiculously long reload speed for a pistol being 3 seconds. And I know you might be thinking, okay, well, you're the one who made the game, so can't you just change it to make it better? And yes, I could, but of course I'm not going to do that because then the progression wouldn't feel right. That's part of making a game. Anyway, it also has a DPS of 0.5, not even a DPS of like at least 1. Just putting it in F tier. Like, obviously, it's good for rounds 1 through 5 before the enemy's health increases, but outside of that, I mean, it's pretty shit. I mean, I can show you here what it's like above round 5. I mean, it's not doing anything. Next up in D tier, we have the TAC rifle. Why is it in D tier? Good question. It's got little amounts of ammo, 9 per reload, as you can see. It has a slightly faster fire rate than the pistol, 1.25 compared to 1.5, but it has a very, very long reload time. A little bit quicker than the pistol, but barely at 2.75. And a DPS of 1.6, which sounds decent because per shot, it deals 2, like, per hit, right? But it feels sort of clunky to me, and it just feels kind of bad. And once again, I know I could change it, but I like it the way I made it. It's meant to be that way, so fucking D tier. Next up in the C tier, we have the assault rifle. Why is it in C tier? Great question. So, it's got decent amounts of ammo, being 18 per reload. So, not a lot, but not a small amount by any means. It's got a fast fire rate compared to most other weapons, being a 0.35 seconds per shot. Once again, the criteria is without abilities. If you have the fire rate increase ability, this shit goes fucking almost rapid fire. It's insane. But anyway, it does have a decently long reload time at the same as the pistol, so a very long reload time of 3 seconds, but with the increased fire rate, it has a good DPS of 2.85. And to me, even though it has a longer reload time and relatively small amounts of ammo, being 18, I mean, compared to some of the higher ammo count weapons, it just kind of feels like a meh weapon without any abilities. But it's often a good weapon to choose, especially for the early rounds, like between like 5 and 10, I'd say it's pretty decent. It's not like amazing, but it's decent, which is why I have it personally in C tier. And I made the game, so like, if anything, I'm the smart one here. I'm telling you what guns you should and shouldn't be using here. And then next, starting off the B tier, we have the LMG. So, why is it in B tier? Great question. It's got lots of ammo, being 45 shots per reload. Insane. An okay fire rate at 0.8 seconds per shot. Not the greatest, but not really the worst either. But due to lots of ammo, comes with a long 5-second reload time. But once again, this is without abilities. With speedies or with increased fire rate, like that will change. But by its base, it has a very long reload time. It has a good DPS of 2.5. It deals, I'm pretty sure it's 2 damage per shot. So with the 0.8 seconds per shot, good DPS of 2.5. It's a good gun. The fire rate, like I said, it can be a bit annoying. The base reload time can be a pain. but it's an all-around good gun, especially for the higher rounds, since you have lots of ammo, high quantities, to where you don't have to reload very often. Next up in B tier, we have the Piercer. So yes, some people might say that it shouldn't be in A tier because it has small amounts of ammo, being even less than the pistol with 5 per reload. But it's got a fast fire rate compared to some other guns, being 0.48 seconds per shot, and a pretty quick reload time of 1.75 seconds, and an okay DPS of 2.1. But it is called the Piercer for a reason. As you can see, it can shoot through an infinite amount of enemies. So due to the fact that it can pierce through multiple, technically speaking, an infinite amount of enemies, some people might say it's better than a B tier, because even with low amounts of ammo and technically a not incredibly high DPS, you can line up an infinite amount of enemies, and as long as you time your shot right, you can deal insane amounts of damage. Now, the amount of damage is obviously dispersed at low amounts, but as you can see, like, though that minimal amount of shots is actually not that bad, considering you can hit multiple with that shot. Now, moving on to A tier, we have the Shoddy. I fucking love this gun. I understand some people would say this thing seems like it would be dog shit, okay? It has the smallest amount of ammo out of any gun, being 4 shots per reload, okay? But it has a fast fire rate of 0.5 per shot, which I know is still less than the AR, it's still less than the Piercer, whatever, I don't care. But it has a decent reload time of 2 seconds and an incredible DPS of 4. So literally the best we have seen so far. It is the best DPS gun at the point of version 2.4.5, which is a little hint for the future, but it is currently the best DPS wise now, and that is without any abilities. With abilities, this thing goes crazy, but that's not part of the criteria. Okay, I understand that. I'm the one who made it, all right? So, but still, I love this gun. I love using it whenever I'm testing out the game or just playing it in general on any of the maps that it's on. This thing is really, really fucking good, and I really like it for some reason. I like the way it looks, and as you can see, the update isn't out yet, but there are animations for the shotgun now. It's one of the ones that was missing. So, but yeah, A tier shotgun, no doubt in my mind. And then starting off S tier, we have the Wave Stick. So this is the special weapon on the library map. Obviously, haven't shown how to get it. It's a special weapon for a reason. You have to find it. You have to do something to get it. I'm not going to say how, but yeah. S tier, starting out. And now it has small amounts of ammo, right, with 5 per reload like the pistol. A slow reload time, the same, or well, less than the pistol. A slow reload time being 3 seconds, so it is the exact same as the pistol. And a decently long fire rate, being 1.5 seconds per shot, so also the same as the pistol, right? So why is it in S tier? Well, like I said, it is a special weapon for a reason. It has a DPS of 4, like the Shoddy, so the same as an A tier weapon, but it has the ability, like the Piercer, to go through multiple enemies, as you can see, right? So, if you time it right, just like the Piercer, technically speaking, one shot from the Wave Stick can go through an infinite amount of normal enemies, and it is despite the DPS only being 4, that's because of the amount of time it takes to fire. It is a one shot to all normal enemies. So a single shot of this thing, if you were to line up, let's say like fucking, I don't know, like 25, 79 enemies, I don't know, like you'll see it can demolish every single one of them just in one shot, putting it instantly in S tier. And it's a special weapon. If the special weapon was in S tier, I'd be a fucking idiot. And then next up in S tier, we have the Donut Staff. So, ammo is better than the Wave Stick, being 8 shots per reload. This is the special weapon on the Donut Shop map, obviously. It is a slightly faster reload time with 2.3 seconds, so not amazing, but it's better than the Wave Stick, right? A decent fire rate of 1 second per shot compared to 1.5 of the Wave Stick, and a DPS of 6. So the highest so far, and obviously since it is a special weapon, it's the same, has the same ability as the Wave Stick, right? So it is a one shot to all normal enemies, and it can go through an infinite amount of them. So it is pretty much just like the wave stick, except it has more ammo, it's faster and all that. But when it comes to gameplay wise, it pretty much is the exact same. So why is it better? Well, mostly because, I mean, it's a staff with a donut on it that shoots sprinkles, okay? So of course I fucking like it more, dude. And then next up in the final S tier is the Scythe. Now obviously this is the upcoming rounds map, part of the next update, the 2.5 update coming out next Friday. I'm staying in one specific section of the map, so you guys don't get to see it all, but it has the exact same stats as the donut staff. All right, 1 shot per second, 60 PS, 2.3 reload time, same ability, shoots through an infinite amount of enemies. So why is it at the top of S tier especially compared to the donut staff, right? Well, literally only because of the way it looks and the way it works. I mean, it's a scythe that opens up and shoots ghosts. I mean, come on, man. Like, that is just top fucking tier. That is amazing. And, well, I'm the one who made it, so I really like it. And that is every round's weapon so far as of version 2.4.5 ranked. So, like a real recap real fast: F tier pistol, D tier attack rifle, C tier assault rifle, B tier LMG, and then piercer at the top of B tier, A tier shoddy, and S tier in order, going wave stick, donut staff, and scythe. So that is all of them ranked. Yeah, I really enjoyed making this. I enjoyed getting the footage for this. I had a really fun time, actually. This was a nice little change of pace, being able to do something a little bit differently. But next week we have version 2.5 coming out next Friday. And also, I will say, if you're still here at all, I truly appreciate it. But I will say, we have a very important announcement. I'm incredibly excited to announce next update as well. So yeah, that's gonna be amazing. But yeah, hey, as always, appreciate you coming out, spending a little bit of your time with me today. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one.